Hi guys, Cameron here for my homeless COVID-19 vlog, week 11. I need to talk about something here that's really important. And a couple of days ago, a gentleman, a cop, I don't want to call him a gentleman, but I'm just doing it out of respect. A cop put his knee on a guy's throat and killed him after the guy tried to plead to please let him breathe. This is an issue that we have to take up right now. Racism infects everyone and affects everyone. I happen to be against racism because I like to treat people just the way I treat myself, kindly, fairly, but there are some people that don't deserve it. And some of those people are those in law enforcement. Now, I'm probably going to get some flack from this, but this is my point of view. You have to understand this. My point of view as a white guy supporting people such as Black Lives Matter. Now, I rarely, if at all, get political here, but I'm not going to talk about politics. Apart from politics and religion, racism infects mankind to a great degree. And we all have to overcome that. It's essential because if we learn to treat each other better as human beings, we become better human beings because of it. Right now there's a pandemic going on, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But for the past 3 or 4 days, there have been peaceful protests in support of George Floyd, and I'm sure that his family is getting some, not just exposure because of this, but financial compensation. I hope they do get that too. The killing of any people of color has to stop. Cops really need a complete and utter reform of learning to become a cop. Europe has it right. They have police colleges, and it takes anywhere from about 2 to 3 years to become a police officer because of comprehensive training. Here in the United States, we have anywhere from 18 to 24 weeks in order to become a cop. 18 to 24 weeks. There are some people, a friend of mine says, well, that's enough time to become a cop. I don't think so. Because you're getting a crash course in a lot of stuff that's needed. Some of it isn't needed. We need a comprehensive program for people to become cops in this country. And there are some good cops out there. I know there are. This is quite a hot button issue for me. If these good cops would stand up, one was seen on social media protesting alongside with the protesters because of what happened to George Floyd. Great. We need more people like that. But we also need more of these good cops to stand up and say enough. enough, and that the ones who are getting away with these murders of any person of color, mind you, needs to be reported and needs to be stopped. We need more of those. But we should remember every single day that people of color are being profiled. They're being murdered. People like a couple of names that stand out in my head: Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray. We cannot stand by and just be shocked that this happens. We have got to do better as human beings. And the cops have to do better as human beings to treat each other fairly, not treat them as a suspect or a criminal, but as a human being, one-to-one, speaking like I'm doing to you right now. Because we need to have this conversation. And we need to take action. We need to support people like Black Lives Matter, because we want every person of color, Black, Asian, Spanish, Mexican, anyone that feels this oppression by police. Colin Kaepernick had it right. We need to not just bend the knee, but use that knee for something greater. We all need to step up and do what we can for our brothers and sisters who are of a different color. I don't care. We need to stand up and say enough, just like the good cops should do. We need to stand up and say enough. That's my rant for right now. There has been a curfew installed here in Los Angeles County because of the riotings and lootings that were taking place. A very dear friend of mine, whose family has been hit by looters. A lot of these individuals are being opportunistic. They're not protesters. They're just taking what they can and just building upon the anger and frustration that Black Lives Matter people are doing right now, trying to do peaceful protests. And all throughout the Los Angeles area, even here, as I said, curfews are being installed, which is kind of tough on me since I'm working homeless and I have to, stay outside all the time. And it's abject frustrating to try to work on overcoming this while this crap is going on all around me. It's not helpful. And I'm glad that there are people out there recording all these individuals that are looting and trashing things, and I hope they get what's coming to them. I do that. I do hope that. All I just want is to have a safe place to stay. That's it. This has been going on for the past almost 11 minutes now. And nothing is getting done about taking care of the homeless people here in California. Only a very little bit is going on that I know of. Yeah, but those people like myself that are working homeless, either living in their cars or living behind a hedge like I am, I mean, it's really, really frustrating for us to try to cope with everything that's going on all around us. These lootings need to stop. I hope everything is cracked down, that we can overcome this and try to be part of the solution rather than the problem. And a lot of people are just being the problem right now. I have applied for 4 opportunities this past week, acting wise, and last night found a 5th opportunity, which I went for. I just hope that I can earn enough in order to get an RV, but if you would like to help out, please do. I just recently got Venmo because of a film project that I did, and the director, who's a nice guy, he sent me $125 because of the role that I played. And I had to try to collect that somehow. So I activated my phone, got the funds, and it's in the bank. I still have just a little over $200. And finding work is just getting really difficult right now. So if anyone out there would like to help out, I do have 2 forms. My PayPal, which I'll put right here. And of course, my Venmo. The phone number that I'm using is going to expire this month. But if anyone wants to step up in order to help out myself and my goals of trying to get an RV, please do. I would appreciate any help whatsoever. Even if I do find a good RV somewhere, I definitely need to find a place to park it, maybe work on it if it needs any work. And there was an RV that I found, $100, that I could get, but the owner I tried contacting 3 days ago has not responded. So that's probably just as well. I'm still trying to find something suitable. And as I stated last week, a friend of mine is trying to do something in order to help me get at least $750 for what he's proposing. Not going to hold my breath on it, but still, I have my crowdfunder, $600, and what little money that I do have left, I need to hold on to, because the star of the show that I've been supporting all these years is going to be coming over here, and I hope she does. because we need to get together and work on this project. Going to need another phone in order to do some recording, or a camera. I would be grateful if there's anyone out there whatsoever that would like to help out with this show, with Ivy's show, RV Penang USA. We're definitely going to be needing some items. Ring light, a couple more cameras, maybe another smartphone or two. This smartphone is okay. I wish I had something just a little bit different, more, something a little bit more professional maybe. But I'm just doing what I can do with what I have right now. I just hope you all take care of yourselves. Stay safe in this pandemic. Stay safe wherever you are during these George Floyd protests. And I just hope that everyone involved just helps each other out. We need to help each other, not hurt each other right now. I'm Cameron Farmer for my homeless COVID-19 vlog. Well, see you next week.